Recently, I stumbled across a post on LinkedIn, somewhere between 3 and 4 in the morning, with a headline above it that felt almost intimidating. Best music video of the year. And because these days plenty of people crown themselves with that little word best, I thought, yeah, sure guys, time to overdo it again. So, half asleep, I watched that video clip. And by the end of it, I was wide awake, basically standing next to my bed. The reason was simple. The video was actually really impressive. What stuck with me was the thought, man, this would actually be a great test case for video AI. And that was basically how the idea for this tutorial was born. Mass motion. But, my friends, this was not going to be done with Seedance 2.0. I wanted to use a different video AI because with all these forced hype waves around certain tools, it is very easy to forget that there are some seriously strong alternatives out there for us as users. Before we look at the results of my full test series, just a quick side note. I am not going to tell you which video AI I used to create the video you are about to see. Just watch it and think for yourself which video AI platform might have made this possible. Feel free to let me know in the comments. We can definitely keep that discussion going there. But don't worry, I will also show you alternative versions later, which will narrow down this little guessing game a bit. So now, the stage is yours for yet another music video of the year, the title, No Command. Enjoy.
Tight, men in red strike back from the stair. Shoulders snap in the fading light. Faces cold like a silent prayer. She points at him, he points at her. The motion cracks between their hands. A wild dispute without a word. Two bodies where the order ends. Chant the line, break the line. Turn the breath into a sign. Raise the hand, drop the gaze. Marching hearts in crooked ways. Faith and fear, skin and stone. Move together, stand alone.
That was already pretty impressive. And yes, it definitely gets a few rusty hips moving again. Was it flawless? Of course not. I just talked about mass motion. What I wanted to test here was how a video AI performs when the frame is packed with people. Can the AI model still treat every single person as an individual? And how much control do we, as users, actually have over all those separate people? Now let me show you the results from the other platforms as well. And honestly, this is where you start rubbing your eyes a little, especially when you think about all that manufactured hype around some of these tools. This one, for example, is the result from Runway Gen 4.5. To be fair, it is very dynamic. But it also feels a bit like everything has been thrown into a baking mixer. It morphs, it smears, the video starts slipping away. Here on the right, you can see a few still frames from the video. This here is the result from Kling 3.0. Pay close attention to the upper right area. The AI waits for 2 seconds and does absolutely nothing. Then suddenly it seems to have one clear mission: a massive Blender event. The people start merging into one single morphing mush, as you can see in the still frames. And by the way, we see the same pattern with the women as well. Even though the prompt clearly says that everyone should stay in place, they just start walking off in every direction. Do you still remember Google VO 3.1? Another platform that brought a lot of people plenty of views and clicks. The result does include what was asked for, but it feels a bit too extreme. And the only idea the AI seems to have is, okay, I guess I have to bow now. In the still frames, we see the same kind of issues again. Of course, Seedance 2.0 was part of the test series too. This is the result. To be fair, the morphing is quite limited, but the whole thing still feels pretty unnatural. It almost looks like the AI is glitching out, with only the head twitching back and forth in the exact same rhythm. The still frames show some light morphing as well. Just as a side note, once again, I did not create just one video per platform and then claim that this is the final verdict. But once a clear pattern starts showing up, at some point that has to be enough. Otherwise you go broke doing this. And yes, to be clear, the video AI platform I used for the music video had its own hiccups too. But the overall result was simply very strong. Here is a quick look at how I made the whole thing. The starting point was basically my half-awake memory from that night. So I uploaded these 2 images to ChatGPT and described in a few words what I needed, but as a highly detailed prompt. With those texts ready, I went over to Google Flow and created these images. I usually let it generate 4 versions at a time with Nano Banana Pro. And honestly, no joke, these were the very first results. You could call that a bullseye on the first try in both cases. And this is where you really see how well ChatGPT and Nano Banana Pro work together. Pretty unique, actually. Once you have the right prompt, you can build completely different series from it. Like the animal choir. Another thing that always helps is creating a character sheet for the main figures, using this kind of grid layout. That way, you can reference the look of the characters during image and video creation. A bit of reverse engineering is totally fine here. In the beginning, I only had this wide group shot, and in that image, the person is still pretty small and rough. But in the first video attempt, the video AI produced some really strong close-up results during the zoom, so I took screenshots from that, gave them back to Nano Banana Pro as references, added the matching prompt, and used that to build a much cleaner character reference. With all that ready, it was basically video AI. Let's go. One solid first prompt, then extended with follow-up prompts. And all of that without post-production. By now, the pros should probably know which platform I am talking about. I am curious to hear your guesses. And of course, I would also be happy if you consider becoming a member of the channel. Tutorials like this take a lot of time. And on top of that, the costs for all these different subscriptions are way higher than the few cents I get from YouTube. So far, this whole thing is pretty much one big money sink. Members of this channel can get the prompts for this tutorial on request. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for listening. See you soon. Your channel, AI Now You Know.